Hey, how are you? How are you all? Well, those that join now. Приветушки, ребята. Приветушки, ребятки. Hello, Red Scandinavian. How is your life? It's a beta, it isn't an update. Yeah, I know, it's an update beta. Let me fix it. Thank you. There we go. Oh shit, I think I have HOI4 on mute. There we go. Wait, music is up. Never mind. Alright. Anyway, welcome everyone. Mod review. Nah, this is literally just me, you know, playing the thing. Like, you know, meme review. Lots of alcohol, yeah. Checks out with the Scandinavian. What has been changed? Well, a lot of focus trees and a few mechanics. Hello, Joe. Does this mod have a Discord or subreddit? Yes. Just look up like Millennium Dawn and it's gonna be relatively easy to find, I think. Anyway, fucking biofuel refineries. Ooh, nukes. This time I just want to try out the mod because it's evening and I don't really have, you know, I can't really do everything. Monarchist America. Is actually Monarchist America a thing? I think they were adding some weird shit, like, yeah, the honor, the Confederacy stuff. Abolish the Electoral College. No, doesn't look like there is an American monarchy anywhere. Just honor the Confederacy, of course. Anyway, show what's new. Well, yeah, this United States political tree is new. There's a bunch of NATO and NAFTA stuff. There is the new, like, attack the financial system to get communist America. I don't think Canada has a... No, Canada has a focus tree. Awesome. One language state. Doesn't look like it actually has many effects, so... Yeah, it's very, very beta, so, you know. Canada doesn't look like it's actually finished yet. Unfortunately. Even though Canada's pretty cool. There is a UK focus tree, where you can do Brexit, of course. You can also do, like, the old Millennium Dawn stuff, empower the Windsors and all that stuff. Then Germany got reworked. France has a focus tree, which is pretty awesome, and we're gonna, I think, play France. Poland has a focus tree. Russia has a new focus tree, where they can do Zyuganov, or they can do Zhirinovsky, of course. Fucking Zhirinovsky. Claim the crown, the new Tsar. Zhirinovsky can nominate himself as the Tsar of all Russias. Or you can just do Putin and continue your Eurasian rampage. Suspends the Duma and empowers Putin to be president for life. Because obviously. Or you can do Yavlinsky and be a pro-Europe kind of guy. Russian values, of course. And yeah, there's all this Russian economy stuff. Belarus doesn't have anything, but Ukraine has a focus stream where you can do just full nationalism, you know, Azov stuff, Hetmanate things. There's a tree for Donbas, for the Donbas war, and there's a pretty fucking dank China tree. Would you say the Three Gorges is the hardest achievement to get recently? I actually don't pay that much attention to achievements in HOI4. So yeah. Excited for La Resistance? Yes. Yes. Rewolucja. Muzika iz moda ili iz koldy? Нет, muzika moja. Is playlist. China's focus? Yes, exactly. А где Навальный, блядь? Я думаю, что есть Его партия там где-то... No, не знаю. Anyway, Chinese focus tree where you can kill the Xinjiang people, and you can do the Great Firewall, or you can do democracy as well. You can also do fucking Boxilai, fucking Chongqing model, just top level, and you know, return basically a bit of the Maoist rhetoric around, or you can do Xi Jinping thought in the Chinese dream, and centralize power, obviously. Or, well, you can do also some good economy stuff. Look at this tree, it's so good. Just expand your influence in Africa with the Belt and Road Initiative. You know, pretty good stuff, pretty good stuff. And then there's also, you know, Chinese global influence, and at the end, somewhere, where is it? A new imperium. You can end the US hegemony, which is just top level. Korea DPR, I think, has a focus tree, right? No, they don't. South Korea, no. Japan, I think, has a focus tree. Yes, they can do the... They can do basically what I did in Millennium Dawn a while ago, which is play the, you know, fascist resurgence and, you know, attack Southeast Asia. Vietnam is just the way it's always been. Australia is the same. Ottoman focus? No, no Turkey. Pan-Slavic. The Xi Jinping fought! Yes, of course. I think Taiwan also. No, that's for the new version. But you can do some, like, really fucking big brain things. The PLA Cyber Army. You can do some big ass brain two systems over here. You can do Tibetan SAR. You can do Bahakaku in Taiwan. Especially establish the Taiwan SAR, which is just, you know, pretty good. What's the new update? I've only been playing Economic Crisis. Well, we're gonna discover the new update together because I haven't ever played it. Anyway, there's also a new Italy focus tree. Over here, Berlusconi, you can see, pretty good man. Pretty interesting man, definitely. There's a whole bunch of fascist stuff. Then you can do Europe. You can do European things, and oh, what is this? What is this? All this European stuff. We're gonna get to it in a second because this is related to what I want to do. There's actually also a Finland focus tree where you can do Greater Finland or ally with Putin, and you know, there's a bunch of new conflicts, like Somalia is a bit more complex than it used to be. And I think maybe something has been reworked around here, like Rwanda. They don't have their focus tree yet, unfortunately. They did show that there was going to be a bunch of African focus trees. Maybe South Africa has one? No. Oh well, yeah, let's get this started. I think we have seen basically everything that there is to be seen. I've probably missed something, but I mean, someone will probably fucking remind me. The main thing that I wanted to check out, which I don't have time for, because it probably takes a long time to get to, like, you know, go down. But there is a big giant EU policies tree. Like, look at this. Every focus here is like really, really long, and there's so many. Look at this. Look at this. It's the United States of Europe, or the European Federation, or the Europe of Fatherlands. Basically, you get different different Europes, essentially. Basically different Europes, and over here France can put the United States of Europe to the vote. France annexes all the members of the European Union and becomes the United States of Europe. But what I kind of want to try is, look at this. Governments led by communist, left-wing radicals and communists will strongly support for this proposal. Guess what? There is a communist France path. Égalité. So I'm not sure if this is possible, but I do want to try to go down. Égalité, and do some nasty stuff, and then essentially move down and take over everything. basically. And make the USSR. But I'm not sure if that's even possible. Yeah, I'm not sure. That's what I want. That's what I want to try. Anyway, France. Armée de terre, armée de l'air, marine nationale. All right. Louisiana shall be ours again. Yeah, you can do some pretty revanchist things. Okay. So. Looks like you can improve your economy quite a lot. Francosphere, yeah, this is something that I wanted to check out too. Like, the French focus tree has a lot of things. A lot of things. Nationalization of steel. State-run construction. Centralization. Centralization. Deregulation. Private contracting. Tapping resources. La France Arms Industries. USA-French collaboration, of course. The fifth power. Okay. Yeah, the problem with the communist and then going down to Europe is that all of these yeah, there's like the Frexit, right? But you don't need to take it, you know. And as well, like, all these focuses add Euroscepticism, which is a mechanic that we're gonna need to really understand if we want to do things with Europe. But anyway, let's first do the boring stuff. We probably, again, don't have time to, like, actually get anywhere this time, but, you know, we can try. Artificial intelligence. Awesome. Genetic engineering. Oh my god, it's the big brains. Look at them. The big brains are coming. Genetically modified humans in 2030. This is pretty awesome. Pretty good tech tree. At least, you know, pretty good embryo of a tech tree. Alright. So, La France is great. We're doing attack helicopters, we're doing multi-rolls, we're doing main battle tanks. 4th generation multi-rolls, we don't really need those. Transport helicopter 1985, we can do the 2015. Recon tank, we can do 2005. Ooh, we're getting an aircraft carrier. Pretty cool. Or, yeah, no, it's the Charles de Gaulle, which I actually didn't think was in production in 2000. I thought it was already made, but that's fine. Yeah, we need to build things, definitely. SP artillery. 4.5 generation strike fighter. Or air superiority fighter, we don't need those. Let's do some strike fighters. Now this production is always pretty complex, and you know, I never really have any idea how to work it, so yeah, I'll probably fuck up with it quite a bit. Ooh, C4I equipment, I remember, is very important. IFVs, do we have APCs as well? No, we don't have APCs. And then I'm just gonna improve the production of certain, I think, important equipment. Like, obviously, aircraft sounds like it's a pretty important thing. Yeah, both IFVs and the other things are useful. We have available planes in reserve, we have troops, but we're not gonna, you know, have time to really do things with that. So that is fine. Big brains time. Bruh, France gaining another CV. Well, yeah, I don't think we actually... Oh, we do start with one. Really? Groupe Arts Naval. Oh, it's the Foch. It's a 1965 CV. Okay. Is the Navy stuff in yet? Because it was pretty buggy the last time we played. Yeah, okay. Looks like the, like, variant is not in yet, but oh well, that's fine. We're gonna play with it when the time comes. Obviously we have a bunch of fleets, we have a bunch of stuff to reorganize, but you know, that's gonna be for later. All right, Super Soldat. Yes, of course. Remember to conquer Algeria. Well, we're gonna check that out. We have a bunch of debt, $1 trillion. President of the European Commission. Spain will now hold the office of the President of the European Commission for the next 5 years. We're looking forward to good cooperation. President of the European Central Bank. Ooh, it's Mario Draghi. We actually have influence in Italy. That's quite good. All right. So basically, the whole Europe stuff. Now, the United States influences us. That's fine. We have the European Union, and we have the State of the European Union, a pro-European campaign. Okay. Interesting. Offices of the European Union, so that's the European Commission and the Central Bank, Spain and Italy. I'm guessing if you have that, you can do more stuff with the EU. Yeah, like for example, if you're president of the ECB, you can do... like quantitative easing, looks like, OMT program. And there's an overly complex economic system to work with that, apparently. Yeah, we can see the debt of a bunch of countries, it looks like. Obviously, you know, in terms of total debt, Germany and France are high, but of course, Italy has the highest, because, adopt the EU law. Okay. Has national spirit, European Union member. Okay. Small investments in cybersecurity. Okay, this purchase costs 1.5 billion and it grants us encryption. Yes. France flag change conservatism. Nah. We will be known as the French Republic. Collapse all tabs, open infantry. Oh, that's the foreign arms market. Okay, so we can buy weapons. Then we can recognize a bunch of shitty countries that no one cares about, like the Republic of China. We can leave NATO. And what about the State of the European Union? So the population, 379 million, 85% Europeanism. Now there's two modifiers, or two values. Not playing as Bashar, the Lion of Syria, Assad. Oh, Jesus. Not imagine not hailing the glorious leader Saddam Hussein. Yeah, the Ba'ath. And yeah, there is a Syria focus tree, which I forgot to mention. Some of it is not finished, but you can do some dank Lebanon memes, essentially, because Lebanon starts off as a puppet of Syria. Anyway, dealing with France, we have to deal with the European Union quite a lot. And there's two modifiers. There's Euroscepticism and Europeanism, which I'm guessing that if Euroscepticism is too high, it's more likely that things are about to go wrong for the European Union. As Nigeria reformed the caliphate. Oh yeah, right. There's a Nigeria, right? Yeah, look at that. The religious divide. You can do continue Sharia and contract Boko Haram, and you can do the rise of Boko Haram with a new wave of extremism, and you can do the West African Caliphate. So that's dank, of course. Current popularity of the government is 24%. Well, obviously. We have 39% taxes. Isn't that like a bunch? I think that is like a lot of taxes. I think that is like a shitload of taxes compared to most countries. Yeah, like we in Germany tax. Oh, the United States also taxes quite a bit. Japan obviously taxes, and North Korea taxes. India doesn't really tax. See, this is supposed to represent both like tax like rates and also tax efficiency, I think. So, you know, It's a bit like Victoria, where you might have a higher thing, but get lower taxes than someone who has a lower thing. That's supposed to represent that. All right, we'll deal with the Air Force later. Anyway, with the Europe, like for example, if we take a look at the British, right? If they do Brexit, where is it? Like distance from Europe. The Brexit referendum. Right. So kill backstop, empower Boris. Like for example, if they go down there, the Brexit referendum happens, 60%. 60% chance of the European Union, add plus 5% Euroscepticism to everyone, or -5 and plus 20 to the UK, which I'm guessing is supposed to represent like 40% that the European, or that the British stay in the European Union, right? And if they leave, then they can do like the Scottish referendum or the Irish referendum, and if there's a lot of Europeanism, Scotland can break free, and then I'm guessing that the EU can invite Scotland in. And so if you have more Europeanism, if you're going for like a European integration kind of thing, there's less chances of bad shit happening, or even if bad shit happens, there's more chances that you can do good things. Yeah. Can you reform Rhodesia? I don't know. Does it still suck? I have no idea. I'm still or I'm just gonna be discovering it right now, essentially. Yo, the Angolan Civil War is still around, obviously. Anyway, so my idea is to try to make, again, to go down Egalité, but still reform the EU, which I'm not sure is possible, but we're definitely gonna fucking try in the long term with this campaign. Anyway, there's this whole tutorial for the EU, like Chapter 1, the European Union. Yeah, that's one. The European Union Millennium Dawn is not a playable nation. There is an EU tag for coding reasons, but this is not a regular Hearts of Iron country. In the mod, the EU is represented and played by the member states. Later in the game, the player has the possibility to unite and annex all the member states under one cosmetic tag. The main factors that drive the EU are the influence on the other members and Euroscepticism. Besides that, the EU is controlled by the EU focus tree and decisions. The institutions of the European Union. 6 main institutions: the European Parliament, the European Council, which is kind of like the place where all the European heads of, well, executive heads, essentially. So like, for example, for France, it's the president, and for Italy, it's the you know, chairman of the Council of Ministers, or prime minister, or president of the Council of Ministers, you know, the head of government instead of the head of state. And that's the same for Germany, you know, the chancellor goes there. The Council of the European Union, now what is that? I have no idea. European Commission, the Court of Justice of the European Union, and the European Central Bank. Next chapter. The EU's broad priorities are set by the European Council, which brings together national and EU level leaders, blah, 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 a bunch of stuff. These things are implemented. In European politics, there are 3 institutions with the name of Council: the Council of Europe, the European Council, and the Council of the European Union, obviously. We're not here to, you know... Yo, why are there British people here? Okay. Yeah, it's basically just explaining the EU in real life. The voting tree. The EU focus tree is other than any other focus tree in the game. That's not English. The EU focus tree is a shared focus tree and does not belong to a single country, but to all potential member states. 49 potential member states. Holy shit. That would be one große Europa. Every EU member state has the shared EU focus tree. But the trees are connected. Only one member state can complete a shared voting focus at the same time. If a focus for one country is completed, it is bypassed for every member state. There is one exception to this, the withdrawal policies. So the voting tree. Okay, the only effects that are directly applied are the Euroscepticism, bonuses, and malice. As the focuses need to be accepted by the voting of the member states, there are no mutually exclusive focuses. But some focuses are mutually exclusive in the result. If one is accepted, another can be completed. Okay. The member state focuses is unique for every member state. Regularly, there is no voting on these focuses. Member state focuses reflect how the national policies of a member state could influence the policies of the whole European Union. Located and integrated in a national focus tree of the specific member state. Okay, so like, for example, if we wanted to do the Sorbonne speech and then the Aachen Treaty, that would be technically an EU focus, but it wouldn't, you know, it would just matter with us in Germany and not everyone else. Okay, so that's not shared. So the AI voting. The voting behavior of the AI... talk about that can Catalonia be a thing. Yeah, Catalonia can be a thing. I'm not sure exactly how. I think when the Spanish focus tree is going to be out, it's definitely going to be a thing. But it can be a thing also because if we take a look at the European expansion, internal enlargement. Effect when accepted by the voting of the member states, Catalonia, Crete, Sicily, Scotland, and Wales get candidate status and can join the European Union. So yes, Catalonia can join, along with Crete, Sicily, Scotland, and Wales. Interesting how there's no Northern Ireland. Oh, okay. So Ireland can only reunite, and there can be no Northern Ireland. Okay. There's no Flanders. Okay, so no Flemish people. Good. I don't like them. I wonder Montenegro. Oh yeah, right. That would be the Eastern expansion. Anyway, the influence of the proposing country. So the behavior of the AI is determined by three factors: the influence of the proposing country, the Euroscepticism of the voting country. I'm not sure what these percentages are supposed to represent, and the government resist factor of the voting country. What is the government resist factor? I had no idea. Oh, reflects the attitude of the political parties towards the subject of the voting. Right, that's when we look at these things, you can see like reactionaries and conservatives will strongly support voting for the proposal. Okay. There are four stances: strongly resist, resist, support, and strongly support. Okay. There are three majority types: unanimity, qualified majority voting, and majority. Okay. Yeah, every member state has the right to veto. Qualified majority or majority, we all know what these things are, I hope. There's EU laws. Return to the tutorial main menu. The EU offices. Generally, a member state can only hold one office at once. Yo. Apparently I have more... Yo, biofuel refineries sound like a good idea. Although we already have fuel. Huh. From whence we get fuel? Petroleum. Oh, because current consumption is 0 per day. Okay. The daily gain is actually 480. Okay, I see. So actually some refineries would not be a bad idea. To claim an office, a member state needs at least 5% influence on every other member state or a population of more than 5% of the total EU population. Okay, so most likely that the offices will be shared among the big member states. Okay. Can you show Myanmar and Germany focus trees? Yes, in a little bit. Virgin United States of Europe versus Chad Eurasian Union. More importantly, can Republika Srpska be a thing? Yugoslavia has a claim on Srpska. But there are no focus trees in the area yet, it seems. And I'm guessing that this guy is like guaranteed by... Oi, Alia, Alio, he's gonna die. Well, I mean, if Milosevic is feeling uppity. Anyway, so there's a bunch of offices, but we're gonna check those out when the time comes. We should actually just do a pro-Europe campaign first. Success. Now, what about this one? 70% chance of France add -5 Euroscepticism. Okay, so there's actually, there's like a global Euroscepticism, but there's also a country-specific Euroscepticism, which... Oh, it's actually what we see right now. Okay, okay, so there are things that affect all of the EU in terms of the Euroscepticism, and there's also things that that affect France. Oh, I'm guessing that these only affect France. So that's, oh, okay, so that's actually a lot better than I thought. Interestingo. Interestingo. Pro-European campaign success. Awesome. Amazing. Fucking top level. Pretty good. No, Chechnya. Wait, what? This is not economic crisis. I actually, see, like, I tried to, you know, check out the economic crisis version that got released, and I don't really, like, see any real point to playing it yet. Still way too far behind. How are you doing, Smirnov? I have no idea. Anyway, I don't particularly care about the offices right now. We're gonna check them out later. Euroscepticism. One of the basic concepts for the EU in Millennium Dawn. Euroscepticism, also known as EU skepticism, means criticism of the European Union and European integration. Pro-European campaign success for Sweden. Okay, good. So they're spamming out these things. According to public opinion surveys, this ratio represents the number of people who would likely vote for leaving the European Union in a case for a membership referendum in the country. Yeah, there's the Eiffel Tower. Cool. Yeah, pro-European. It includes the more radical European federalists, that's us, who seek to create a single superstate known as the United States of Europe. A related term is Europhile. Euroscepticism is one of the main variables driving the EU member states in one direction or the other. Europeanism, on the other hand, is just a derivative value for Euroscepticism. From Euroscepticism. Okay. It is used as a trigger to refer to the Union as a whole. State of the Union. Okay. Yeah. Focuses, financial discipline. Somalia's exploding, pro-European campaigns. Euroscepticism will drive the AI to EU exit. From 50% Euroscepticism, the probability of an exit rises in 10% steps with rising Euroscepticism. Okay, not the only factor in an EU exit. The probability from the Euroscepticism is modified by the ruling party. Governments whose nationalist outlook will always try to leave the Union. Conservative governments are pro-European in general, but they flip over in the exit camp when Euroscepticism rises. Okay. Above 70%, no one can ignore it. Okay. Leaving the EU by accident. In the European debt crisis, there is the possibility of an EU exit by accident. This happens if the member state fails to complete the mission Troika reforms. Okay. I wonder if you can get them to make them join the EU again after they leave. Anyway, enlargement of the EU. There are 3 types of European countries. There are potential European countries, the candidates, and the member states. Man, this is so, like... This is so complex. Go with the Macron! Well, my friend, I heard that perhaps we may not want to do this Frexit referendum if we went with the old égalité, if you know what I mean. And I also heard that governments led by communists, left-wing radicals, and communists will strongly support voting for the United States of Europe. I've heard those things. I've definitely heard them. And I feel like they should be considered. Anyway, that aside, candidates are countries which are selected by the voting members of the EU member states to become members in the future. Finally, there are the member states who are already in the EU. Okay. Enlargement of the EU. Okay. Next page. When the EU member states have voted for the enlargement package, the respective countries become a candidate. as candidate, the member state gets the decision to join the European Union. There are no EU accession criteria implemented, okay. Okay, and then they become part of it, joining the Euro. Okay, I want to actually check out some of the things. Okay. Oh, okay, we've already seen it all. The EU events. The European debt crisis is triggered at a date and will hit the southern countries hard. Well, I wonder. The migrant crisis will be added in the next update, and some minor events will be added in the new update. The United States of Europe. Oh, okay, so it's just explaining what it is. The member states of the European Union are ready to transfer the Union into the European Federation. Still bring Russia into it. Oh, Jesus, you can bring Russia into the EU. With qualified majority voting as the fundamental principle, okay. Europe of fatherlands puts an end to European integration. Any further European integration will jeopardize the cultural heritage, blah, blah, blah. The EU Focus AI, the EU Voting Strategy AI. No overall influence, so the AI can change the chance to get a proposal through. Okay, the EU Propaganda AI. The communists will keep Euroscepticism low. That is awesome. Voting sheet. Oh, allows to set all votings yes or no until the sheet is deactivated. I don't know. I feel like that can fix some annoyances. Hints and sheets. Hints. To drive the European integration forward, the following should be kept in mind. High influence on the member states is vital to get the proposals through the voting. A smaller union is easier to handle, obviously. It's easier to unify. If the European integration progresses too fast, some member states might get lost on the way. Okay. Okay, that's it. That's the end of the tutorial. Interesting. Yeah, this is a pretty good European Union. Well, I mean, it looks pretty good. I'm not sure if it's gonna be good to play it. Anyway, I do like the extensive centralization, and I take it almost every time. It spends more money on the bureaucracy, and our deficit is already quite high, but I do enjoy the extra political power. Now, we have a bunch of GDP per capita, which is good. We have a mixed economy, small military spending. We could go up to medium, but again, you know, high police and intelligence funding, that's good. Higher education focus. That spends political power, and I want political power. I want a lot of political power as soon as possible. Free emergency treatment. Advanced universal healthcare. Yeah, we could do advanced universal healthcare as well, which is gonna spend more on the healthcare. But it's gonna give us a bunch of bonuses, you know, as a whole. That's definitely important to think about. Welfare state also gives us political... Oh no, we're already at the maximum welfare state. Amazing. Then we also have a bunch of internal factions, but we're gonna check that out later. They seem to be mostly positive of us, so that's pretty good. Okay, might want to raise taxes to get some more, you know, money, because we're definitely going in the deficit a lot. Although, to be fair, like, we could just invest a whole bunch in a bunch of countries, which is going to increase our influence and also increase our income. How much influence do we have in Belgium? 10%. What was that threshold that they liked? The 5% threshold of influence to, you know, make sure that you're great and all. Yeah, so I think some investments in certain countries would be a pretty good decision to raise that influence level up to a point where they're going to be more likely to vote for us. There we go. How about the British? 4%. How about you, how about you give me some of that? And I guess some investment in Ireland wouldn't be a bad idea. There we go. Big government means big PP. Yes. Can we show the political figures shown in the mod? I can give you some info on them. Oh, yeah. See, I'm not sure exactly how we can do that. Because we need to have, like, elections happening, essentially, for that to be a thing, I think. Okay, we don't really need the European Union. State of the European Union update. So that's going to give us an event for the State of the European Union. Anyway, see, like, it's not like in Hearts of Iron normal, where you can just check out, like, the leaders of the parties. To do that, you need to make them essentially be elected in one way or another. Could boost the Parti Communiste. And we're gonna do that later. We're gonna think about the whole policy stuff later. But yeah, there's definitely Macron, because there's President Macron makes an inspired speech. Over here we start off obviously with Jacques Chirac. And I am pretty sure that there is Jean-Luc Mélenchon somewhere. Maybe with the PCF, because it's 2000, so there's no France Insoumise yet. There is Marine Le Pen, definitely. I've seen the portrait somewhere. There is... oh yeah, right, Myanmar in Germany. Right, I forgot. I'm gonna be shuffling around quite a lot of places, so yeah, I'm sorry. Anyway, Myanmar is awesome, because there's like a million trillion like breakaways from them, and they can break up even further. They have the Wa state. I like how they have a like kind of Kuomintang son over there, and their leader has a Chinese name, Bao Youxiang. He's pro-Chinese, and China has influence there. That's awesome. There's Kachin state. There is Shan state. The Restoration Council of the Shan state. There's Karen state. And they can have some Rohingya troubles, I believe, too. Anyway, they don't start off at war with them. And they have a Burmese focus tree. Now, they can increase cooperation with China or ASEAN. And with South Korea or North Korea. North Korean missiles. Love it. Confirm the dominance of the army. So they can either reject foreign influence and go to fight Thailand, seek closer ties with China, request Chinese protection, or an ultimatum to China demands we respect their sovereignty. Of course. Or they could do an isolationism, revisit the Rohingya issue, the path of intolerance, support the Buddhist nationalism, expel them. Wow, minus 800,000 manpower. That is... Mobilize the monks. Love it. This is just the EU updating itself, by the way. Yo, 4 political power per day? Fucking hell, bro. Damn. Accept the role of the Matmadao. Or Tatmadao. What is the Tatmadao? I am too... Okay, it's probably just the military junta. A world-class Tatmadao. I'm guessing army. Yeah, I'm guessing that's the army. Oh, maybe the national spirits will explain it to me. ASEAN member, repressive government. Rohingya crisis, ethnic insurgencies, democracy movement. Yeah, Aung San Suu Kyi, political military. The Tatmadaw has been the dominant force in the politics of Myanmar, obviously. Western sanctions, child soldiers. Okay, what a great place. And they can crush the rebel groups. and, you know, attack these guys. Internal colonialism. Okay, interesting. Burma gang, Burma gang, Burma gang, gang, gang. Yeah, actually, there's a lot of former KMT soldiers. See, what Madma is pointing out is actually a really not well-known story, but a really interesting one. There was basically a, like a long time, basically KMT exile army in the Wa State region, which is this border region between Chinese province of Yunnan and, you know, mainland Burma, essentially, core Burma. And in this Wa region, this rogue KMT general operated, supported by the CIA, with a bunch of exiled KMT troops after, you know, Yunnan was one of the last strongholds, essentially, of the KMT in mainland China. And after they got pushed out, essentially, they started running basically this drug army. And yeah, this is just a normal day in Asia. In the Asian Balkans. Is there a path to rename it rightfully to Burma? I don't think so. I don't think so. And yeah, basically, you know, that lasted a while. I don't know how it ends. I actually have a book on it that I intend to read at some point. And, you know, dig into. All right, we finally took one focus. Took like 1 hour to get there, but, you know, yeah. Trade relations, total essay. Okay, so that's gonna give us oil. Oil. That sounds like it's a pretty good thing. The process of centralizing or decentralizing is quite expensive and near permanent. Say no more. I do like some centralization. Okay, so we can get equipment manufacturers, and we actually have unique ones, which is quite awesome. We have the Naval Group, obviously for ships and submarines. We have the Airbus helicopters. We have the Airbus Defense for the normal aircraft and the Dassault aviation. And the Nexter manufacturer for infantry equipment. All right, so we're constructing our infrastructure, obviously in Lisbon or whatever. And yeah, we might need to find out a way to deal with the debt at some point. We also have a bunch of African things to think about, which is one of the reasons why I international space initiatives. What? Flash space! Our dominance in the space functions are moving forward is vital for future of the resources and gains that are to be had in the skies up above. The effects of this focus will be revealed when the time is right. Huh. Does this have something to do with like the Space Force stuff? Because America has a part of the focus tree that's like the American Space Force, the US Space Force, which is what Donald Trump is doing right now. I think it's only in the Trump tree though, which obviously, you know, it's still 2000. Anyway, see, like the way you would see like, the way you would see leaders for France is just like retire essentially all the time. And yes, this is the music from the Soviet Storm series. Germany, we're about to get rid of it. Well, about to to get rid of it. We're gonna almost, in a little bit, we're gonna take a look at the Germany. Did they remove the meme focuses? No, they did not. Macron announces the Grande Armée in space, of course. There's a whole bunch of memes, don't worry. Medium investments in cybersecurity, thank you. We could do the France change, no. What about this? Open CNC equipment, open man pads, open artillery, open ATGMs. Okay. Interesting, look at this marketplace of destruction. There's C4I. Are we producing C4I? I think we must be, right? Yeah, we are. We don't have enough steel, funnily enough. Who could we get steel off of? South Africa? Huh. Is there like a steel? No. That is extremely unfortunate that there's no steel improvement buildings. Or, well, I guess we could, where's our steel production? It's not nearly enough. Fucking hell. Man, there's so little steel in the world. Like, I'm guessing the USA produces a lot, and probably China produces a whole bunch. Yeah, but there's definitely, oh, Japan produces a bunch of steel. India produces a lot of steel. How the fuck, interesting. We need to get more steel. Anyway, this will cost $0.3 billion. And we get how much? 30? That's expensive. Close that tab. How about vehicles? MBTs, can we produce, can we buy some leopards? We can. We cannot buy the Leclerc, even though it's ours, you know? The K1, Mounted ATGMs. Oh, of course. 1,000 units of 1,000 units of spike LRs. Okay, that is a lot of spike LRs. 1,200 of. Okay, these decisions are not all balanced yet. Why can we buy fucking 1,000 B1 Centauro tanks and then 60 Humvees? I feel like these modifiers are wrong. What about APCs? We get 60 APCs. Okay. Interesting. Collapse all tabs. Thank you. We could recognize the Taliban. I feel like that's not the greatest idea ever. When is the next elections, actually? May 2002. Okay, interesting. I hope there's Merc options. I wonder. Will be replaced by a separate Diplo action later. The Soviet Storm music is from the game, or did you put it in? I am putting it in. I have a bunch of... Do it, Wood! Do that recognized Republic of China! I dare you! No. Are we sure that this is even a real country? I don't know. Anyway, I really need to just let the time run, essentially. Our cybersecurity infrastructure is falling behind global standards. You little bitch! I've literally done nothing but upgrade it. You fucking nonsensical little piece of shit. Oh, because you can do the large ones as well, like, oh no, okay, it's just... How interesting. Yo. So since we lost it, we're not gonna... Huh. Foreign data kraken. Foreign subversive activities efficiency plus 50%. Asylum shopping? What the fuck is that even? Anyway, we have the Euro, we have nuclear power, Group of 7, European Union member, pluralist. Okay. ROC is as real as Tibet, Kek. What path are you going? Well, my idea, I'm not sure if this is possible. Just like the last time I wanted to do Nazi Germany, which wasn't possible. Right, I need to still take a look at Germany. My idea is to do Egalité and federalize the EU. So that we can do an EU-SSR. I'm not sure if that's possible, but hey, you know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. You know, the sad part is the Frexit referendum is just before renounce NATO. So we cannot break off of NATO because we really need to not take the Frexit. Oh, well, that is just the prices you have to pay in life. We could reduce our corruption. Reducing our corruption is going to improve our tax revenue, so we should definitely get working on that as soon as possible. Is any of these things going to reduce the corruption? Because of the glorious égalité. Ooh, that increases police state. Ooh, that is just pretty good. La Ministry for the Protection of the Popular Will. Asylum for sale. Okay. I still don't understand. What is a sucker of Xi Jinping fought and Deng Xiaoping fought? Jacques Chirac, Gaullist Empire. Well, what about Jean-Luc Mélenchon, Parti Communiste Français, United States of Europe? Wouldn't that be more? I don't know. Oh, and by the way, fucking Alani, you know, your dream is here. Hu Jintao's agenda, you know? China's peaceful rise into harmonious society. And you can do, also, you can turn around and go Bossy Lai, which is top kek. Also, the greatest just thing is Skynet over here. Anyway, right, we needed to take a look at Germany, someone said earlier on. Ooh, wow, Germany's just rushing down these EU focuses. That is pretty good. I do like the Germans doing this. Because, yo, isn't that supposed to... skip ahead? I'm guessing EU policies does not, but everything else does. Okay. Bo fought! Yes! Bossy Lai fought. And yes, Xi Jinping fought is also around. And yes, that is Equestria War too, because why not? Why don't you start a multiplayer game? Because I've got no fucking time. I will in the next few days though, and that might not be the worst idea if we can get some people signed up. For a nice little Millennium Dawn multiplayer game. The problem is, multiplayer, I'm guessing, is going to be so ridiculously slow. I don't know. Does any South America countries have focuses? Brazil. We're going to take a look at that later. Anyway, Germany. They have still got the glorious 2 focus trees that, you know, we saw in our earlier playthrough. Either Schröder Drei, where you can go pro-Russian. Vladimir Putin elected president. Why is there a Chinese civil war? I don't know. Continue the third way. Of course, seek Russia's favor. And they can do pan-European effort. Yes, trust in Deutschland. Love it. Or with Merkel, you can either, you know, do centrist Merkel, you know, historical Merkel. Or you can radicalize German conservatism and go Nazi Merkel, because why not? Unser Europa! Of course, of course. Bundeswehr reforms. So basically it's just, you know, it's what it used to be. But Germany, the great stuff obviously is the EU stuff, you know. 2004 enlargement of the European Union. Oh my god! That is so good! Cyprus, the Czech Republic, Estonia, Hungary, Latvia, Lithuania, Malta, Poland, and Slovakia and Slovenia get the candidate status. That is so good. Have you seen a reworked French focus trees from La Résistance? Actually, Schröderreich! Yes, yes. Actually, no. I haven't checked out anything from La Résistance because, haven't had the, like, really, you know, oomph to do it. Anyway, oh, that is so unfortunate. Oh, okay, so that's from the 2000 elections. No memes! Well, I mean, Putin can do some memes too. I mean, Putin basically is a meme IRL. Obviously, they can do some undermine the Georgian Republic. Lovely. Yeah, Putin can do the meme of making himself president for life and doing Ukraine stuff. Do some Ukraine stuff and do Novorossiya and settle Latvia. Winter War rematch, obviously. Annex Novorossiya. But, I mean, Zhirinovsky and Zyuganov are just the greatest memes. Just the greatest memes. The USSR, the rise of the Soviet Union. The Russian Federation will be known as the Soviet Union. And did you just love that? Or, you know, Tsar Zhirinovsky. Just, you know. Or EU Russia, that would also been a pretty good thing. French consumer, oh, spend less. Shit, we don't want stagnation. We fucking got stagnation. And that's expensive to go back to stable growth, which we definitely want to do because this fucks up our tax revenue. Zhirinovsky! Yes. Can you do Eurasia? Is that a thing from Russian focuses? I don't think so, actually. I don't see any Eurasian Union focuses. And German hegemony. Well, you can do the Union State. And federalize the Union State. But I think that's only... Yeah, that's only with Zhirinovsky. So only Zhirinovsky can do the Union State, unfortunately. And yeah, out here, maybe there's the... No, that's European interaction. And Nord Stream. State capitalism. Yeah, no, doesn't look like it, unfortunately. Yo, holy shit, there was a bunch of stuff going on. 52 things. I'm guessing there was like some kind of EU vote that we missed out on. I don't know, we'll see. Actually, who has the most Euroscepticism? Austria for some reason. Sweden for some reason. Oh, we can still do some pro-European. Awesome. Yes, do pro-Europe and do stable growth, thanks. Is it just me, or do the election remind you of Red World? Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Zhirinovsky can basically do Eurasia. Are you sure about that? Because I only see the Union State, which is Russia plus Belarus, you know? Oh, well, integrate Abkhazia and South Ossetia. I see what you mean. Punish Yeltsin cronies. Hyper-nationalism. Okay, for like secure Kazakhstan. And, you know, taking down Central Asia, these kinds of things. I mean, yeah, but it's not like the real, like, you know, Nazbol level Eurasia. Actually, are there Nazbols? I mean, there aren't in the focus tree, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the party's there, because, like, the party system is pretty complex. In this one, as you can see, there's a bunch of parties. Oh, so actually France Insoumise is there. It's Democratic Socialist, okay. There's actually the anarchists. Front National, fascists, les forces armées, la Maison de Bourbon. La Maison de Bourbon, or de Bourbon. Not la Maison de Napoleon, you little shits. I mean, if one does a monarchist France, he better fucking do Bonapartism. Anyway, ooh, to civilian industry. Paris employment prospects or projects. I'm gonna try to rush down to centralization and then get some European focuses and then do some Francosphere focuses. And then go down the political power. Speaking of things, can we like get involved in any weird wars around the world? Can Poland go market liberal? There's no market liberal. But basically the only question that truly matters, yes. Well, Poland can do a civic platform, I think. Yeah, the civic platform. which is basically, you know, liberal Poland, you know. And then they can do a bunch of EU integration things. Anyway, Brazil. We needed to check out Brazil. They can do Lula. And over there can be some interesting things. Shut down the borders, apparently, and gunboat diplomacy. Or you can get some pretty cool Brazil buffs. You can do the GUAIs, the Mercosur improvement, essentially, and get everyone to join the Mercosur. And then I think you can also like integrate them in one way or another. With the Mercosur, like there's, you know, there's like an EU light that they can do. And that only happens though if he's the current country leader, and that happens after Cardoso's last years. And you know, this didn't work in the last whatchamacallit? In the last version of the mod, so I don't know. Other focuses I don't think are around. The Peruvians still have that Japanese guy. Yo, hello, Hugo Chavez. Yeah, no. No one else has a focus tree. Hey, the Kursk submarine disaster. USS Coal bombing. Looks like the waters of, you know, the world are not mobilized and working. Oh, okay, right. Oh. Oh, okay. The Americans want to give me factories. What up, random Moroccan? I've haunted your Discord and now I've come once more to haunt your streams. Oh, Jesus. Support the MPLA, my brother! Oh, Jesus Christ. Death to the MPLA! Okay. Well, they are emerging and we are Western, so we should probably support UNITA instead and say death to the MPLA. See, this whole region is just so fucking confusing that I do not know who to support. Just so fucking confused. See, it's not like, you know, bankers of Africa. Of course. The Nigerian private companies. The glorious Nigerian armed forces. Nigerian socialism. And USAID. Piracy and militias. The All-Nigerian People's Party. Interesting. Looks like Nigeria can have some pretty big memes. Is there anything related to yellow vests? Because that would be a meme. No yellow vests. Oh shit, wait. Looks like we have all of our things. All of our navy. Do we have convoys? Yeah, we do. I'll actually build a few convoys as well. Now, DDG 2005, the Horizon. Those sound like they're pretty good ideas, but also aircraft carriers sound like they're pretty good ideas. Speaking of aircraft carriers, I think we should probably reorganize our navy a little bit. I want to see Argentina reclaim Las Malvinas. Can they actually? Yeah, of course they have a claim on there. Do you have a pet bird? No. I can just download this on the workshop? Да, можно. Есть страница новая. Не в В нормальном странице Millennium Dawn. It's not on the workshop now? Yeah, it's on the workshop now. Yeah, okay. Are you gonna be finding anyone who requires an aircraft carrier? I don't know. Wait, guided missile corvettes. Yeah, those sound like they're not belonging in a main battle fleet or whatever. Okay, so what do we have here? We have some aircraft carriers. We have a cruiser, class Jeanne d'Arc. We can make the Charles de Gaulle or the Pride of the Fleet. Oh, 100 political power. That is a lot of political power. We have a bunch of frigates. We have a bunch of guided missile destroyers. Have they fixed these ships not having attack? No, they have not fixed the cruisers not having attack. That is pretty cancer, I say. But destroyers at least have attack now, which they didn't used to, I think, before. Anyway. Data mining. Really now? You say. We need more taxes because we're definitely a lot in, like, very much in the red right now. Okay, our revenue over 3 billion. That is pretty good. And now we should focus on getting rid of corruption as much as possible to increase our tax revenue even further. Okay. Aircraft carriers are not the socialist way, comrade. What the... Really now? You say? I can't wait to see some invasion of Iraq. Yeah, some shit's about to happen there, probably. Yo, we could fight in Afghanistan, right? I mean, probably possible. Wait, who the fuck is that? Oh, that's also Wa State. They have one tile, South Wa. And of course, all these states seem to have a claim on each other. Actually, no, only one. Yo! Aceh. Apparently there is an Indonesian breakaway in Aceh. And Eritrea's gonna die. Interesting. Invade and claim it for France. Would you stream the Home of the Brave submods or Kaiser Redux when they come out? Well, I mean, maybe. If I'm still doing, whatchamacallit, like China rework stuff, there ain't no way. But if I'm not doing any China rework stuff, then sure.
Écoutez. Écoutez. Écoutez.
I definitely don't mind some Kaiserreich memes myself. There we go.
Écoutez.
Ooh, that is an amazing trait. Get that right away. All right. Paris employment. Reduce taxes. Reduce the tax rate by 3%, but 15% political power. And the tax cost just goes down, which is quite awesome. More factories than 75. That should not be too difficult. And research is never a bad idea. Yeah, let's just finish this. We went down this line, we're gonna finish it. Wonder if there's gonna ever be Thailand-Cambodia border border clashes. I don't know. I don't know about that. There's no focus tree around for any of these, but... Yo! Look at that. What is that 42? What the hell is that 42? Who knows? We cannot do large investments in cybersecurity because we don't have enough money. Yo, cybersecurity is expensive. Like, really expensive. Yeah, our debt is going up. But, you know, Italy's debt is going up too. A lot. Alright. Get France some military industry. Yeah, right, shit. We don't, I don't think we need the steel import anymore, do we? We do, actually, apparently. Whatever. At least we produce some steel now, 30. There's worse. Alexander Kwasniewski forms new government. Okay. So basically confirm the old government. Confirm the old government. Like how CSTO is a thing at the start. Oh, what is Ukraine doing? The People's Referendum. Would you play as Sichuan in the KR China update? They have a leftist federalist path for China that sounds neat. Yes, I do intend to play as many, like, warlords as possible. I'm not sure about, like, what kind of path I would want to go for Sichuan, though, because I'm definitely going to be doing a lot of leftist federalist playthroughs as, like, you know, Liangguang or KMT. So I'm not sure. I definitely want to play Sichuan because it's a meme, and yeah, but we'll see what, you know, what is the best. Frexit. No Frexit, don't worry. Imagine not playing as the glorious Guomindang. Well, actually, the DPP is in power in Taiwan at the start under Chen Shui-bian. How's Hong Kong? Tongjiwa. Pro-Chinese. Of course, pro-Chinese. George W. Bush forms a new government, obviously. You are an SAR of a... What is China doing? Shit, I almost want to cheat just to see what paths are being taken in some focus trees. Anyway, less corruption, thanks. To be honest, Xinjiang is more meme. Xinjiang is always a meme. I like how in this one there's like no Turkestan or anything. No East Turkestan. Oh, you mean in Kaiserreich? Oh yeah, it's a massive meme in Kaiserreich. Fucking Ma Zhongying is gonna be great. And Kumul Khanate, I wonder if, like, you know, Kumul Khanate as a whole is gonna be playable, but I would definitely want to play the Ma Kumul Khanate. I mean, the New Mongolia is probably gonna be fun as well. And of course, esoteric Leninism in Tibet is pretty based. Man, look at this guy. He's so classy. Zhang Zongchang, of course, Zhang Zongchang gang. That is the greatest. Encourage campaign. Yo. Oh no, that's in Lebanon. Okay. Raids against Hezbollah or assassinate the Lebanese Prime Minister. Replacing Hazi Kanan will increase the likelihood of the success for the assassination. If we have recalled our intelligence from Lebanon, we will have a reduced chance. They haven't recalled the intelligence. 90% chance of the assassination succeeding and add minus 150. And once they complete it, they can integrate Lebanon. Or if they do raids against Hezbollah, they can't do anything. So that would be a bad idea. That'd be a pretty bad idea. State-run construction! Yes, make the state great again. What I truly want is dynamic focus trees that change depending on the situation and isn't spoilerific. See, that would require so much work, which is why I think TNO is taking so long, because that's what they're trying to do. No, Sternberg is still around. God damn it, this cybersecurity nonsense is pretty cancer. We're gonna be, I think, fucked up by the cybersecurity stuff for quite a while. This is very expensive. I'm gonna be holding off on it for a little bit. Charter of the Fundamental Rights of the European Union. Directive on the copyright of the single market. Yeah. How's the Euroscepticism going? Oh, you're a TNO dev. Interesting. Europeanism is 96% in France. Holy shit. We have 0% Euroscepticism. Damn, that is quite good. We have 16% of the EU's population, 0% and also in Germany. I wonder if like events are gonna fuck up the Euroscepticism more, because so far it looks like it's basically, you know, just gonna be pro-European. It's the Chinese cyber army, Wood. Oh, really now? The Chinese cyber army? It's the Chinese cyber army. Oh no. Yes, it's we're getting attacked by the Chinese cyber army. Jesus Christ. That EU branch needs additional icons. It kind of does. It kind of does. 1G. Yo, that's some old technology, right? Mobile radio mast. State level 1. Wi-Fi. Edge. 4G. 5G. 6G. Interesting. Give me some of that Huawei stuff. All right. Yeah, look at that political power go up. What's going down is our money, though. That's a bit sad. We have 37 billion in international investments. We really need to skyrocket that so that we can get a bunch of damn, we have a pretty high interest rate, 2%. $2,000 and still don't have 1G. Of course. 10G, big brain. The European Defense Agency, what is your country's vote? Yes, I'd say. I'm guessing it's like... Where is it? EDA, there we go. The European Defense... Or sorry, the All Member States Gain Technology Sharing Group, the European Defense Agency. Yes. Did we get it? Yes. No, that's NATO research. Well, I mean, if we have NATO research... Oh, yes. The proposal was accepted. 0 member states voted no. Okay, pretty good. And oh, we get 2 groups! Big brain! Really big brain. I like how we are the ones that have the least research opportunities in here, because I think that means that we are the most technologically advanced. What about NATO research? Like, what about the United States? Looks like the United States has 45... Damn, we're like really advanced, apparently. Do we get any technologies from this that we can research faster? Yeah, for example, third general Z scanning IR UV. Okay. Bougainville focus. What do you think of the update? Well, so far looks pretty good. Is the less meme-friendly approach to your liking? Actually, like this version has more memes than the previous one. Like for example, the French one has quite a few memes, but not as many. Like, you know, you either go liberté, égalité, or fraternité, and liberté is pretty much just, you know, normal stuff. Fraternité is just, you know, just a little, you know. You can do the Napoleon dream, obviously, but that's meme. But it could have been worse. It could have been worse. It could have been worse. Like, for example, New Roman Empire worse. So yeah, there is memes, you know, but I think you need to lower pensions. I don't think that that's a good idea, considering the current French stance on that. I feel like that is not the greatest decision ever. I feel like we're gonna leave those fuckers exactly where they are. King Hakon's marriage. Oh yeah, right, there's this stupid focus tree over here. Support Hakon's marriage. Abolish the monarchy. I got a feeling you are Turkish. Vive la révolution. Oh, check Turkey. Yeah, well, Turkey is just normal. They start off with the democratic left in power under Bülent Ecevit. They have a few spirits, you know, Kurdish problems, PKK things, PKK insurgency. And they have the generic focus tree. Thank you, United States. Infrastructure, New Caledonia. Thanks. Thanks so much. Anyway, yeah, Kurdistan has claims all over the place. Interesting how they start off independent under Barzani. Oh, non-state actor. Okay, I see, I see. Interesting. We can abolish corruption. Switzerland joins the UN. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, they actually did join the United Nations. Closer ties to the EU. Huh. Declare the end of Swiss neutrality. Directive on the copyright, yes. Seek NATO membership. Hafez al-Assad dies! Okay, so, the proposal was dismissed. 8 member states voted yes, but, you know, this was a unanimity voting, so even 1 was too little. Interim government. Okay, interim government. So here they can pick, Roman Empire too. Today we have made corruption illegal. No more corruption. Dublin 2 regulation. Ooh, what is Dublin 2? Is that like a migration thing? You know, Dublin Agreement. Where's the Dublin? EU fiscal policies. There's Frontex over here. Resettlement. Treaty of Lisbon. You know, I saw Italy doing it. Maybe it's specific for Italy. European Commission policies. Okay. Man, the Focus Tree Finder, they need to fucking implement that shit. Euro Navy. EU nuclear power. Euro army. Love that shit. Treaty of Lisbon. PESCO. Bruh, where is the Dublin shit? European cooperation. It'll leave. Where the fuck is the Dublin 2 stuff? I actually, like, have no fucking idea. European Central Bank. No, literally don't see it anywhere. Oh well, we're gonna vote yes. Even though we don't know what the fuck it is. I clicked away something. I fucking clicked away something. This is a fucking thing that I hate. This is a fucking thing that I hate so much in Hearts of Iron 4. When you click away these things. Anyway, yeah, they can pick 4 things. Maher al-Assad, Bashar al-Assad, Bushra al-Assad, or the Damascus Spring. And from there go Rifat or kick out the Assads. Uyghur militants launch knife attacks. Charter of the Fundamental Rights. Yes. Damn, fucking like... The Charter of the Fundamental Rights was accepted. Very good. Yeah, there we go. I'm guessing the Dublin 2 was not accepted because I don't see it anywhere. Man, these guys are going forward like real hard with these European policies. Looks like the AI is weighed very heavily to do that, which is... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. I feel like we're gonna see United EUs in a lot of games. And we don't need to do any more European campaigns because our Euroscepticism is already very, very low. I like how we can just leave NATO. We can just leave NATO, just at any time. Dublin's under EU secondary legislation. Okay, let's find EU secondary legislation. God damn it. There we go. Oh, Dublin 2, okay. Oh yeah, right. The only member is responsible for examining asylum application. Okay, so that's just what I thought. Okay, so we can bypass these once we take the EU policies. Okay. So EU policies is not bypassable. But yeah, once we're done with centralization, what we're gonna do is we're gonna unlock the Francosphere. Why is there so much fascist ideologies, LMAO? You're telling me I can't create the United Kingdoms of Europe? No, Mr. Baratheon, you cannot. Did they change anything in Ethiopia? Oh, okay, so you can retry these things. I see. Have they changed Ethiopia? Damn, immediately. Befriend France. Thank you. The proposal was dismissed. The Danes vote no. The UK votes no. The Austrians vote no. The Belgians vote no. Little pieces of shit. The Germans vote no. Ireland votes yes. No, it looks like Ethiopia is still the same. They can still do the glorious, like, you know, return of Mengistu. Or the African Union endorsement. Befriend Jamaica, love it. The Rastafarian nonsense. Yeah, basically Victoria 2.0 with the Francosphere. We're just gonna sphere them, you know? Look at them! Hey, Bouteflika, do you want to be in my sphere? Doesn't matter. Democratic Constitutional Rally, fucking Ben Ali. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun in Africa, let's just say. So let's actually use this time to check out the Francosphere. So, there's Africa, the Maghreb, Senegal, Madagascar, Ivory Coast, Franc-Afrique. The Middle East with Lebanon and Syria. Asia, Vietnam, Laos and Cambodia, Mauritius, and Indonésie Française. So I'm guessing that the Francophonie decisions are going to be quite fun. And at some point we can take also the research and development stuff. And yeah, I'm going to do the centralization. Schröder re-elected! Hello. Alright, we did this. And we can do the French healthcare too. And improve the healthcare. We're gonna do that later. First off, we need to get ourselves the EU policies. Ah! What in the fucking shit? That's a meme. What the fuck? Oh no. That's not how it's supposed to go. You have a 27%. What did you do? Padania Rise! What the fuck? What did you do? So now he can leave the EU, I'm guessing, because even though, like, actually, see, like, Umberto Bossi, this guy, he's actually, like, not anti-EU. His party became anti... I like how Japan has the most influence in Italy. What the fuck just happened? What? Where's the United States influence? What happened? The clergy, oh god. Anyway, there's stagnation in Italy, of course. So this guy is actually like not, you know, anti-EU. And he's actually a North Italian independentist or autonomist, you know. He says he wants Well, I mean, at this point, he's basically almost dead, so he's very old.
Aux ordres.
He says he wants, like, you know, Italian federalism because the productive North doesn't have to, you know, so the productive North doesn't have to, you know, shore up the lazy Southerners or whatever. Yeah, his party became anti-EU though later. Interesting. How very interesting. Euroscepticism, they instantly go for the Euroscepticism campaigns. Okay, so... Yes, only 3 member states voted yes. Okay. Man, there's gonna be a bunch of spam voting for that. Interesting. USA going isolationist in 21 LMAO. Oh, what? No, they're doing... That's an awful lot of nationalism. What the fuck are you doing? No, he's not doing anything. Okay, so he just took George W. Bush. Yeah, no, like, I mean, it's George W. Bush, so obviously befriend the Saudis. Yeah, no, this looks pretty normal. Condemned Tibet, the fake country. Machine learning 1995 tech, interesting. Citation needed. Right, we could upgrade our intervention law. Which is a lot of political power, but it's probably a good idea. I mean, they aren't influencing anyone, are they? Oh, I mean, they're literally building fucking infrastructure in New Caledonia, so I'm not sure about that. They've literally got 34% in Mexico, so I'm not sure about that. 32% in the Canadians. Yo, South Sudan. But I'm pretty sure, like, they've got their, you know, their dirty little hands all over. You know, they've got the Taiwan, they've got the South Korea influence, they've got the Indonesian influence. Indonesian Democratic Party of Struggle? Left-wing radical? What the f... Interesting. The establishment. Fucking India. Can't wait for the Indian focus tree. Pakistan Muslim League, obviously. Hello. What is that cool chat thingy? It's a chat. Yeah, I won't be streaming for much longer anyway, Venitzar, so yeah, see you later. Something markets. General Data Protection Regulation. Dismissed. You little bitches. Anyway, oh no! He's doing Article 50 already! He's already doing it! Looks like Italy is about to leave.
Pareil.
What in the fuck? What did you just say to me, little bitch? I'll have you know that I graduated top of my class in NATO fucking Special Force Brigades. And I have 300 confirmed kills on Al-Qaeda militants. Mountain Infantry Brigade? Are we sure? That looks like a mechanized marine to me. Franco-German Brigade. Love it. Light armored. Armored. We're gonna need to retrain these things, like to you know. Yo, that looks like a pretty good division. Parachute Brigade. Yeah, we're gonna need to sort of change around these things a little bit. But yeah, all of a sudden I don't like trust these Italians all that much anymore. Napoleon time! I mean, these little motherfuckers are about to leave the EU. And then if they're not in the EU, they can do the old ways. And they can restore fascism. Would you fucking let me look at... Man, I hate this shit. Where it doesn't load properly. So angry. So angry. Makes me so fucking angry. We are doing the Italian campaign all over again, boys. What's going on with the Swiss flag? Oh, it's because the Swiss flag IRL is actually a square. Like, not an actual, like, you know, rectangular flag. So they just put a bunch of red to, or sorry, a bunch of black to make sure that, you know, you understand that the Swiss are fucking retarded. These little bitches. They're fucking doing Article 50. In the meantime, fucking Deutschland, you know, is coming through, essentially. Now, what's the intervention law? So with right now local security, we could do limited interventionism. Yes. More interventionism, thanks. And ooh, our revenue is almost higher than our losses. PESCO, yes, PESCO. Give me PESCO. PESCO was accepted, even by Italy that's leaving. Thank you for PESCO. So what does PESCO actually do in the thing? Permanent structure cooperation. Technology sharing bonuses plus 1% from European Defense Agency. Okay. Liberal Party in thing. Ooh, then we actually need to take these and then we need to bypass. Okay, interesting. Fianna Fáil. Okay. All right, over 5% there. Now, we actually have 0 influence on Austria. That's pretty cancerous. Confederation of Italy soon. Well, I mean, that's one of the paths, right? But... no, actually, no. No, it's just the fascism and the monarchy. The Emperor. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking the new Roman Senate. Cancer. Just total fucking cancer. Sì, infatti. Ma poi completamente a caso, cioè è stata completamente dal nulla, perché se vedi c'è 26%. Non so come cazzo hanno fatto, però boh, è successo. And the worst part is this guy hates, you know, Southerners, hates Romans, all that kind of stuff. So, or I'm not sure if there's like a difference in English between like Romans of like, you know, the Roman Empire and modern day citizens of the Roman city. But he let's just say that he didn't really like that kind of stuff. Famously, he called, you know, the Romans, meaning like the politicians, thieves. So like, from there he can do the old ways pathway to restore, you know, the stupid monarchy, the stupid fascism, and the stupid Rome. All of which he doesn't like. Wait, how does focus tree end with attack on the USA? Does it? Yeah, attack America, obviously. I mean, our focus tree ends with attack America, right? Russian bear. No, looks like we end with attacking Russia. Preparing the revolution! The path for a new France! La France, la France! Why France, XD? Well, I mean, France is fun and there's a lot of EU stuff to do with France. If by this guy speaks 3 languages, you mean me, I speak 4, but one of them is my native one, and that being Italian, which is why I was speaking Italian there. Albanian elections. Chinese and Japanese fighter jets engage in aerial combat. What is fucking happening? The East China Sea has erupted into conflict following a confrontation between Chinese and Japanese aircraft. The clash reportedly began when Japanese jets were scrambled to intercept Chinese fighters over Japanese airspace. Rather than resulting into a Chinese retreat, which has historically occurred after similar incidents, Japanese aircraft were fired upon, resulting in the death of several Japanese pilots and the loss of multiple aircraft. Yoshiro Mori has strongly condemned the incident and is reportedly engaged in urgent talks behind closed doors regarding Japan's response to this event. Is a second Sino-Japanese war on the horizon? It's happening! What the fuck caused this? Maintain historical enmity. Clash over the East. It's the Chinese. Has deployed at least 1 fighter aircraft. Break the chain. Based Chairman Jiang Zemin. Let's see what happens. There's no Senkaku Islands in this one, so the fighting is gonna be over Okinawa and the Japanese home islands. We can see already the PLAN's ships are heading out, basically, to do their duty for the great motherland. Amazing. Amazing. Top Kek. Right. So we took the EU policies. Later on, we're gonna need to do the... We're gonna need to do some other European things, but first, let's go for the Francosphere. In the meantime, the Indian subcontinent. Oh, looks like the AI is like incredibly aggressive in this one because from here they can do some nasty stuff like support the Nepalese Maoists and strike across the Himalayas. You know, supporting Pakistan. Can you show the factions map mode for just a second? I'm curious. Yes, of course I can. We have the Shanghai Pact between China and, I'm guessing Hong Kong. I don't think, yeah, China and Hong Kong. We have the CSTO, which is Russia, Belarus, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, and Tajikistan. Yeah, definitely Tajikistan. The Peninsula Shield, which is the Emirates and Saudi Arabia. And obviously NATO, but... Huh? Why is Canada NATO? See, like, normally NATO is not a thing, it's only the modifier. Wonder what that strengthened ties to the EU does. American influence rises by 10. Jesus. Ooh, TTIP. That'd be pretty good. More trade relations with America. Sounds pretty good. Anyway, Taiwan is unfortunately not involved. That would have been pretty blessed. And there we go. Italy will leave the EU in 2 years. Without the Communist Party, there would be no new China. Why hasn't the US intervened? Has the US intervened? No. The independence of Japan is guaranteed by the United States. Huh. Because the Japanese technically attacked. See, like, you can see Japanese is the first. Damn, the Japanese are in debt. They're highly in debt. And they're already losing people. I'm guessing that, yeah, the Chinese submarines are just fucking up the Japanese transports. You know, this war is not gonna be fun for Japan. Not at all fun for Japan. The Japanese are getting American volunteers and Saudi Arabian volunteers. Obviously, PRC, they've got Russian volunteers. Well, they call it the Idle-exit. It's the Idle-leave, actually. Is it still using the modern-day 4-style units? Yes. Is Macau not on the map? No. We will see the People's Republic of Japan soon. Yeah, in the game I played with the first version that got released, that's basically what happened. The Chinese managed to invade Japan. And honestly, that looks like it might be possible here. Look at this fucking Chinese horde that's rushing towards Kyushu. I don't see the Japanese surviving this if the Chinese can. Yeah, look at that, look at that. The airborne divisions are coming in. Execute the Emperor. Yes, the Saudi troops are helping Japan. Look at all these Chinese coming in. They've taken Nagasaki already. But the port is actually in Sasebo, so yeah, like over there they're attacking, but they're gonna die. So, I mean, the Chinese have troops to lose, basically. There we go, they've taken the Strait crossings. The member states vote on EU-Turkey deal. Yes, get us Turkey. No! One member state voted no. Who the fuck voted no? Belgium! You little shits! Fucking Italy voted yes, because I guess they don't care anymore. But Belgium voted no. The dicks. It's time for commie cat girls. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, look at all these troops in the ports. They're just waiting until they seize a main harbor. And once they do that, oh, the Japanese are retreating out of Sasebo, so now the Chinese can, oh, come on, take this thing over and ship. Oh yeah, they're coming in with the Marine brigades. So yeah, I think Japan is dead. The East China Sea War, the Great Circum-Pacific Trade War, I don't know. The Great Pacific War 2.0 is probably going to result in the destruction of Japan. Okay, they got a 12th Brigade in there. But oh, it's because they're coming in from Tsushima Island. Interesting. Give me some civilian industry. The PRC is gonna wipe out all anime. Yes! Yes! Destroy anime. Frontex. Get us Frontex. Of course one member state would wanna know. Who the fuck is that? Italy. That makes sense. See, I'm not even gonna be mad about that. Euroscepticism campaign, great success. You little bitch. How much Eurosceptic? Yeah, everyone has like 5% because of what Italy just did. That's fine. We're getting a lot of EU business, you know, finished. Come on, China, get your Marines into Sasebo, and then get all these things. Ooh, here comes some more Chinese troops doing God knows what. accepted the European Convention. Oh yeah. Third Sino-Japanese War. Well, yeah. They took the port. They took it. The Horde is gonna arrive now. Now the fucking Horde is coming. Can we see the Balkans? Yeah, we can. I mean, I don't think anything particularly interesting is going on in there. Yugoslavia is still Milosevic. Montenegro hasn't been released. We have Alija Izetbegovic in Bosnia. We've got Mr. Stjepan Mesic, or Mesic in Croatia. Social Democrats. Western Outlook in Slovenia also with Kuchan. Then we have just normal Macedonia, I think. Oh, yeah. Oh. Vumro. Okay. Interesting. And Albania is socialists. You know, Social Democrats, pro-EU. Romania is doing its own thing under Petar Stoyanov. Not sure who's that guy's supposed to be. And Romania is also social democracy. So yeah, that's pretty much the Balkans. And what about Greece? Greece has the Pan-Hellenic Socialist Movement. Interesting. Konstantinos Stephanopoulos. Did they remove the microstate nations? Yeah, they never added them to... Oh, well, you can release the Vatican. I think the cheat is still around somewhere. But whatever. Let's get back to the important stuff, which is the Saudi Arabian-Chinese fight over Kyushu. This is pretty lovely. Time to retry. Yeah, the Japanese just don't have enough of a navy to stop the Chinese transports, really. Although, their navies are equal in terms of numbers. So who knows? And I'm pretty sure at like the 2000 mark, the Japanese navy is gonna be qualitatively superior to the Chinese one. Anyway, Francosphere. What about the Francosphere? What can we do? Ooh, influence Algeria. Has completed the... Oh, okay. Interesting. Huh, okay. So the first focus mainly gives us political power, and then the other ones give us the ability to influence. Okay. I think I'll get the Africa one first and try to do some Africa stuff. Anime will live forever, even in the People's Republic of Japan. Oh god. I don't know. Recognize Taiwan. No. No Taiwan recognition, motherfucker. Yo, there's a bunch of troops on Tsushima, even Americans. Oh, the Chinese are trying to break through to the south and to take the rest of Kyushu. They have managed to bring a lot of troops into the ports. And I think, see, like, when they get a port, it might just be too little too late for the Japanese. Regional interventionism. With just anti-ROC. Yeah, I mean, I would really love, once the Taiwan focus tree is released, to play as Taiwan. It feels like it would be an amazing campaign. Dismissed. God damn it. Milosevic forms new government. Well, Aphilas is gonna be happy about that. When the former colonial national president refused French assistance and mysteriously died. Yeah, well, you know, that's just how it works. You know, last time what actually secured a win for the Chinese was a massive naval invasion, just surprise in northern Japan. But the last time actually they had the Russians invading too, so yeah. Looks like there's gonna be a bit of a stalemate over Kyushu. And yeah, especially the presence of these Saudi Arabian divisions is gonna make it pretty difficult. Oh, well, that's a Syrian civil war. Pretty early, with the Belarusian flag, of course. So we have Syria, you know, Free Syrian Army, probably, under, oh, well, okay. Under a guy called Shad Zureik. Oh, that is a Syrian civil war breakaway focus tree. Obviously not complete, but... What? Assad? Nationalist outlook for Greater Syria. Oh, they went Bushra al-Assad. But she's not the country leader, so probably something broke. The French did invade Taiwan during the Sino-French War. Really now, they... Really? The Damascus Spring. Oh, that's... interesting. Interesting. Okay, so actually I didn't know that the French actually got to Taiwan. Like, I knew that they were doing a whole bunch of stuff in the South China Sea, but I don't know. Россия может создать Евразийский союз по фокусам? Нет, к сожалению. К сожалению, как я видел, нельзя это сделать. Но если бы в выборах победит Жириновский, но то может... European Defense Fund. Может... он может федерализировать союзные государства. Да, с Белоруссией. И потом у него фокусы, чтобы аннексировать Казахстан и тоже все державы Центральной Азии. Поэтому почти Евразии. Но, к сожалению, Путин нельзя это сделать. И, к сожалению, фокус нацболов еще нет. Поэтому да. Allowing the Chinese to invade Nagasaki is a big brain moment. They actually turned it into a meat grinder for them. Yeah, well... Well... I'm not sure about that. And yeah, the Sino-French War is pretty fascinating because it is the one time the Qing fought pretty well, because it is before essentially all the modernized armies of, you know, the Zheng Guofan era, and, you know, the fucking Li Hongzhang era being, you know, essentially not deteriorated, which they were by the time of... Whoa, that is not good. Anto Djapic, leader of Croatia, nationalist out. How the fuck did they win that election? See, it's a bit like... like, how the fuck did Bossy win the election? With 27%. I'm guessing, like, all the other parties were just, like, fucking... Yeah, I'm guessing what happened is, Damn, that's a lot of debt. I'm guessing what happened is just the Lega was the biggest party, and then, like, the Conservatives joined him. Interesting. Oh, 9/11. That one time when the Montenegrin soldier fought this Japanese samurai. Yeah, that's the Russo-Japanese War. Hello, Woody. Still no focus trees for Belarus and Lithuania. Of course, you're gonna ask about that. No, unfortunately not. Velika Belarusia and you know, Great Lithuania, you know, Great Litbel is still gonna have to wait. But there is a Poland focus tree, and you can do the old Poland-Lithuania and do liberalism, which is based as fuck. Povrot do Moskvi. You can also be a Nazi, but whatever. Anyway, diplomatic response to the World Trade Center attacks. See, in real life, I think what France did is basically condemn the attacks, but don't make any promises. This is what happens when you interfere with other countries. Salafism popularity increases. Yeah, we're gonna condemn the attacks but not make any promises. Don't tell Aphelis. Well, Aphelis should be pretty happy because Milosevic won the elections, so. It's the inside job. Привет, Holgaft. Yeah, these are memes. They are memes. I know. Pro-European campaigns from the UK! Thanks, Tony Blair. Anyway, it looks like the Chinese have actually been sort of pushed to a corner over here. Третья мировая. Нет, это только третья сино-японская война, которая китайцы not sure how to say that, с фокусом здесь. All right. Unfortunately, the EU is not getting Turkey. Chairman Jiang will not be pleased. No, he will not. Yeah, obviously, like, they took Nagasaki, right, which is a port, but they obviously do not have, like, that much supply over there, right? They obviously do not have that much supply, so it's gonna be difficult for them until they get some more, like, you know, some more ports. Although there's like very, very light Japanese defenses elsewhere, so I don't know. Give me the Maghreb. Once we're done with the Maghreb, I am going to take some EU policies, and then after the EU policies, I am gonna go down Egalite. Anyway, is this the Gallipoli in Japan? I don't know. Maybe. Chairman Chang will fail, China will fall. Yes, it's Liberty Prime, basically. I just came to the stream, what happened? Well, I mean, we're about to end the stream. But basically what happened is, we're playing Millennium Dawn with a new update, and the Chinese have managed to provoke the Third Sino-Japanese War in 2001. And Italy is a meme. And they left the EU. They triggered Article 50. And Germany's doing memes. They're gonna do Schröder 2. And hopefully they're gonna do some Schröder Drei, because that's a meme. Schröder Reich. Если в фокусах России что-нибудь про Грузию, да-да-да, с Путиным можно Грузия... Грузию, может быть, оккупировать, не знаю. И тоже Жириновский может сделать что-то, я не знаю. Я об этом не знаю. Memes rise up! Anyway, I'm basically gonna be fucking off right now because I don't really have that much time left on, you know, this evening. I wouldn't mind getting a spotlight of the update, you know, recorded and released, but I don't think, yeah, I probably should want to, you know, go to sleep, so, yeah. That is, yo, okay. I'm like, what the fuck? Anyway, the best start date is 2000. And I'm gonna be coming back to this hopefully on Tuesday, you know, day before Christmas, and continue this. And after that, we should also see, for those of you who have been wondering, you know, about my channel, I haven't really uploaded much last week or, you know, the week before that either. Yeah, I'll definitely be getting in a little bit of uploads out of this new Millennium Dawn update, but I'm just really waiting for the new China rework. And now that I am not working for the winter holidays, I've definitely got time to get, you know, get recording a little bit more. So yeah, can't wait to see what happens next in the epic saga of the third Sino-Japanese War. I'm definitely waiting for that too. I also want to see if, you know, I can do some glorious European unification with Egalité, you know, that's gonna be great. Virgin Democratic EU or Chad Napoleonic EU? Chad USSR. Fucking Parti Communiste Français. The flames shall rise again. You know, European Commune. And, на кого ты ставишь в этой войне? Китая, не знаю. Yeah, obviously there's gonna be a lot more voting. So yeah, anyways, thank you all for joining. It was good to see that a bunch of you came to the stream, despite my previous absence. So yeah, that's pretty good. Hope to see you all later. Oh, Jesus Christ. Shuje Dajan. Li Jianmin. Yeah. And I don't know those two characters at the end. 但是这个不是世界大战，这都是只有中国和日本，没有什么世界大战。So yeah, see you all. Hopefully we can do USSR, but yeah, we're gonna see it later. Also, Pridnestrovian elections. So yeah, have a good evening, and see you in a couple of days with some more of this glorious